What's up guys, my name is Andre. I'm going to show you exactly how you're going to use the edgeful API to build custom dashboards and see the data in a way that you really can't see it inside of edgeful. So right now I'm in VS Code. If you are not familiar with VS Code, you're not familiar with the Claude Code extension inside VS Code, I'll probably make another video about this, but you can go on YouTube, you can search VS Code, Claude Code extension. You'll understand exactly how this works. It's very, very similar to how the Claude chat app works. Don't be intimidated by this, but let's get started. So I already have the API set up. I will obviously make another explainer video for the API. It'll be on the API page inside of edgeful. But for now, what I want to do is ask, I want you to pull all the IB subreports, or I'll just say reports, for NQ in the New York session in the last year from the edgeful API. Okay, now we have all the information. Right now, Claude put it into its own folder or its own file. What I'm going to do actually is use the edgeful skill and create a dashboard out of this. So what I'm going to do is /dashboard. Just by saying that, I'm going to use that edgeful skill. I obviously have it loaded into my Claude Code here. And I'm just going to hit enter. And what it's going to do is it's going to take all of these reports and build a dashboard out of it. It'll be really simple, but it'll be a great way for me to visualize all this data rather than to see it in this format like this. All right, so it's finally done. It probably took like maybe 1 or 2 minutes to make this whole dashboard. It's a very simple dashboard. It's a great way to visualize the data. So it obviously has what this shows, how to read it, the headline, and the important piece is that it shows you the different types of reports that it's pulling in and how it's actually interpreting that data. So you can see the break type distribution here is single break, double break, no break, obviously. This is from the report, right? That goes without saying. Then you can see in a different type of format where price closed relative to the IB range, and that's obviously from the IB by close report. And then you can see some other things where this is the IB by rejection, I believe. The IB high formed first, and then the first break to the high or the low. The first move direction, I'm not even sure what this is to be honest. Oh, it's actually by the IB by double break subreport. Which side of the IB is broken first when a double break occurs? Typically, the first break is to the top side. And you can pretty much see like a couple of different things here that you might not be able to figure out inside of edgeful. So you can customize this. You can ask it to be more in depth. Like I can go here and ask it to be a little bit more in depth. But what this just did is it pulls all the data outside of edgeful and it pretty much builds it into a pretty simple dashboard. So another thing that I just want to highlight here that I thought was pretty important to add into the skill is to add the link to the report itself. So you can see that if you're like, wait, I'm not really sure what this is, or maybe you have the by double break report and you click on it, you're not. Now, what happens is you're at the IB by double break report on edgeful, so you can go and like figure out like what that is. You can obviously ask your Claude or your Codex or whatever you use, but you will always have the link when you use the skill of /dashboard. So here as well, break by time, it's pulling in some data here. So what I can do here is I'm going to ask, how can we make the dashboard more detailed? Thinking outside the box, not just repurposing. All right. So this is a question, right? And as you go through, you experiment with the API, you build your own dashboards, you pull the data into whatever you're doing, you'll know a little bit more of like what you want. If you don't really know what you want, these are the types of questions that I recommend you ask. Or you can ask it like, ask me questions and then based on those, the way that I answer, build me a dashboard. Or what can I do with this data if you're really, really not sure. But let's see what it says here, and I'm curious what it'll say. Cross-report mashup, biggest unlock edgeful, can't do this. We actually can do it in edgeful AI, just so you know. Rejection edge by weekday. Let's just see what this is. Cross-report mashup, I'm curious what it's going to do here. For me, in my experience, I've obviously tested this a lot. What I want to know is, what I actually have done is compared ES and NQ together, and you can do this in edgeful AI, but these are more high-level things that I'm trying to show right now, not necessarily these like very in-depth, very complex ways of doing it, but yeah, I'm curious what it's going to do here. Okay, so pretty interesting concept, and it was actually mixing the subreports. So it was looking at the IB rejection, the IB by rejection and by weekday. So now it's breaking out the high form first. Oh, that's cool. You can toggle on and off the different things. So it says Monday, low form first, reversal up 71%. So this is really looking for like the main continuation of the IB by rejection. Wednesday seems to be the strongest day. That's actually pretty interesting what it did there. Then it's looking at the rejection by the size of the IB. So it looks like, it's pretty even, but it looks like the bigger IBs actually tend to have that more continuation. So where each outcome closes, okay. Reversal up, closed above the IB high, interesting. So this is taking the IB by rejection, and it's saying that typically it closes above the IB high, interesting. So this is like one of the ways where like I never thought to do that, honestly, and like you could theoretically do it in edgeful AI, but I never thought to do it this way, and like you could really figure out some very interesting things with if you just like give all the data to Claude or to Codex and you're just like, hey, look for patterns, right? Like what are some things that stand out? What are the strongest things? Like, let's try it. Act as my financial analyst and dig through all this data and let me know if there are any explicit high value patterns that you think that I should be aware of. So I'm curious what it's going to say now, because now it's built pretty much this little dashboard. Of course, I've spent probably like 5 minutes doing this. So if you spend like even an hour doing it, you can be at 10x whatever this is now. But I'm curious what it's going to say here. I'm really genuinely curious how people are going to use this API. Of course, I'm going to improve the skills over time. We're going to build skills out and like plugins out for you guys so you can use the data better, and it's easier for your Claude to be like really an expert with the edgeful data. But yeah, I'm curious what this is going to say now. So let's see. Okay, so it's giving me an answer here. The read in one paragraph, the rejection setup is real but uneven. It works on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and falls apart on Thursday. The single most actionable finding in the data is not about the direction at all. It's about the timing, okay? So really the main thing that it came up with here is the IB by rejection by weekday, which I think is pretty interesting, honestly. I'm actually going to ask it to, did it do it? Yeah, it did that right here. So rejection edge by weekday, this is the IB by rejection, and the IB by weekday. It's pretty interesting to see it this way. I mean, maybe we can even consider building it into edgeful this way. What I'm going to do now is, okay, so I just said now pull all the IB reports for ES in the New York session over the last year, then build a new dashboard comparing ES and NQ IB data. All right, so it looks like we have the dashboard ES versus NQ. The sessions, we have the comparison of a single break, comparison of a double break. Oh, interesting that NQ has way less double break, actually. But break type, so you can compare easily ES and NQ just in one chart. You can also include YM. You can also compare SPY and ES and QQQ and NQ. You can also compare MNQ and NQ to see what the differences are. I know that there's a lot of people that like to look at one over the other. But the IB by rejection stats, you can see which one's stronger on either ES or NQ. Really interesting stuff here in terms of what you could build. Now in this case, like this is rather simple. I still think it's interesting, but it is simple. You can really take this to whatever degree you want of the level of depth that you want to go with analyzing the data outside of the constraints of the edgeful UI. So obviously this is for a more advanced person that knows really how to use Claude Code. It's not really that, honestly, like it's really not that hard to figure it out. It's like any other chat, but in this case, you get to visualize differently the information that's in edgeful right now, and you get to actually curate it in the way that you want to see it. One thing that I will call out here is that I would recommend using the skills that we have. And if you see here, if I click on like the ES by rejection, you're going to see the ES by rejection, so it's automatically going to take you to the correct spot. So we're obviously going to improve these over time. We're going to make sure that we build the skills and the plugins and whatever else to make your experience as best as possible, as always. But this is just the beginning of the edgeful API. If you guys have any thoughts or recommendations or wishlist items, please reach out to our support. Let us know. We are more than happy to build it with you guys. We are not saying, like, we take feedback from the users all the time. So I want to make sure that we build this with you for your actual use case. So please don't be shy to reach out. Thanks for watching.